Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel and welcome newbies. My channel is about relationship with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes with managing the emotions, because in the air, we're talking about communication. Someone wants to compromise or someone wants to forgive, but when we have a communication breakdown, it's so important that you manage the emotion to identify your intuition so you can seek that deep forgiveness for yourself for being around people that don't communicate properly. All right, this is Earth School. We're here to graduate from our flaws, okay? And we're here to work out how to co-create with the universe, because the universe does not co-create without you, okay? It comes from the essence of love, loving self, loving beings, loving planet, and loving to learn how to communicate, because communication is the key. All right, because assumptions and a lack of communication only breeds war. All right, so now I'm looking at a roar of the war with a lack of communication, but somebody looks like they want to communicate, but unfortunately someone else is in the middle trying to sabotage your communication with somebody. Take it as it resonates, okay? Or you're having a communication issue forgiving yourself, because why are you around people that's trying to sabotage your communication? That means maybe someone had to look in their thoughts of how they communicate outside of themselves and inside of themselves, by they're attracting other people that can sabotage someone's communication with someone else. All right. So someone is in the middle trying to sabotage your communication with someone. All right. Maybe there's a third party person, but someone trying to hang on, unrequited love. I can see 3 people in that card. 2 people love and 1 person is in the way. All right. To me, you shouldn't let people get in the way of your love. That's wrong. So that person that's with someone else, it's their fault, isn't it? Why there's a communication breakdown when it comes to true love. So what does that say about that person when they don't know how to communicate about the heart? But the heart seems to be communicating towards each other, even if they're not around each other. Okay, the hearts are holding hands, it looks like. Because someone else in the middle. Because someone else is trying to sabotage someone's communication. Somebody wants to compromise, that maybe wants forgiveness for being in the way of someone's communication, because we're looking at self-sabotaging. Because when you sabotage people's communication, remember, where energy is spells, all right? That's why it's spellings. You create a curse. So energy has to go back to someone. So that means someone's energy after all this is not going to have a very good communicative energy with people. People may not even speak to somebody anymore. Why? It's energy. So when you stop someone's communication, when it comes to energy, that communication is going to bounce back to you now. Yeah, lack of communication in your own life, even more worse now. Remember, we're energy. Okay, so this channel, I'm trying to make people understand we are energy. We all go through the same things, but we all deal with things differently, okay? So we all communicate differently, okay? Some of us like to be in the middle, and we like to sabotage, whether that's self-sabotage, okay, or sabotaging couples, all right? Somebody doesn't want to talk, so I've been shuffling for like a whole minute. Okay, collectors, somebody else is in the way, so get ready to have a date. These 2 cards came out last night. Okay, so there's date in the air, but somebody's in the way, sabotaging someone's date that they want to communicate, because somebody's late for their date. So, you know, if you're late for your date, what can we say? You're late for your date. And there's no date then, is there? So get ready to be wined and dined, all right? Collective. Remember, stay in the essence of love. No matter what happens, make sure your default is love, okay? All right, we want to co-create with the universe. The universe does not co-create without you. Someone is probably going through a breakup, okay, because somebody else was in the way. All right, so maybe there's a date to talk about a breakup. So the communication is not a very good one at the moment for some of you. Maybe there was a love spell. You've been bewitched by someone. I keep telling people, you know, leave that witch spell alone. Be patient. Maybe because there's too much women and not enough men. Because men like to go to war too much, man. Too much war. And God don't do war. War of God. God of war. I don't know where that comes from. It's madness. God of war. What about the love? What protects the war then? A narcissist. Someone is challenged by a narcissist. Someone who's full of themselves. You know? People that an industry can build you. And they think they're bigger than their industry or bigger than their home. The ego becomes too big. They don't want to give back because they think they are the industry. Like Genevieve Nadia. What does she say? I am Niger. All right, then. So show us some African spirituality then, without being a narcissist, without using your love spells, and without creating challenges. Someone has a challenge for their own inner healing. Someone's going for separation because someone's a narcissist. All they see is themselves. They don't see nobody else. So someone doesn't know how to communicate. All they know how to do is communicate with themselves. Someone doing some self-reflection, okay? Because it's time someone is expecting. Maybe a narcissist is expecting and it's very challenging. Never mind. You have to make decisions by working on your own inner self. Someone's birthing a child or birthing a project, or someone trying to birth a child to make sure they're in someone's energy. Because this is what gold diggers do. So we have a challenge to make a decision about a love spell. Someone's still trying to figure themselves out. While everybody's doing confession, someone has something to tell you, but give it divine timing. Why? Because someone's on a karmic cycle with a gold digger. But we're finding out more by using the intuition, okay? Walking by sight and not walking by intuition and not by sight, okay? We're following the bees of life. That, you know, that bee's hum, right? It's like the universe has a natural hum as well, okay? So someone feels like they're physically and mentally distanced from you because they're on a honeymoon. Let it go. Maybe they'll be back, but somebody's gambling. Someone wants to move on. A fire sign person, he definitely has communication issues. You like to travel around with an earth sign person, a gold digger. Never mind, manifesting, are ya? Oh, having a very sexual, intimate relationship with a water sign person. Never mind, fire sign. You're probably just the third one in the way. Says you're right. Next time, have fucking patience. Luck is on your side, air sign, my darlings, okay? Because you're very committed to yourself. Things are getting serious. People like to spy on you because you're very intuitive. You've been guided by the angel to keep your heart open. All right, you could be moving residence. Why? Because people just like to lie. Lie, innit? I spy with my little lie. Something beginning with G, A, and who else? C, S, E, D, N, D, N, P, C. Take it as it resonates. Okay, so we're looking at communication skills with someone. Someone doesn't have any very good communication skills because they probably started dating a narcissist. Someone's expecting, okay, but someone has to make a decision on working on their own inner healing. Somebody, probably a Leo person, is probably being defensive when it comes to communication because he's with someone else. Someone else is trying to sabotage his life. Never mind. Next time, use your intuition. She said it was worth fighting for. There you go. Now you've got to defend yourself. Follow your intuition. Okay, people, you've got the willpower to defend yourself. Okay. Why? Because we're following God. King of Swords feels like someone else is in the middle. Okay. Or maybe a King of Swords is in the middle. And maybe a Leo person feels very defensive. Maybe he wants to come and communicate because the King of Swords is about communication. Maybe the Emperor is sitting in his full truth. He's got his Godhead on. Maybe a Leo person or an air sign person or a Leo Aries person. Because now maybe the Emperor wants to get ready to go on a date because he experienced a breakup. He has to take control, authority. God don't roll like this. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. So now you're looking at experiencing a divorce, maybe for some of you, maybe King of Swords, because he sees a battle. Someone's bullying to keep this divorce not going. Maybe somebody just wants to continue dating this King of Swords. King of Swords like, listen, I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to like, or maybe someone's fighting for a divorce or a separation, or someone has got broken communication, broken hearts, man. So there's not going to be the communication is just broken. Because there's two hearts broken. There seems to be a separation. But somebody keeps looking at the Emperor, a married man or a King of Swords, and seeing a massive battle. So Five of Swords is all about thieving, violence, abuse, relationship. This is why it's going through a divorce. It's a slanderous relationship. Someone trying to fight for their marriage, but they're married to a narcissist. So happy birthday, Genevieve, for tomorrow. I hope your life becomes even more hellish. And I hope Addy buys you a beautiful present. The narcissist is up at night. Or maybe this King of Swords is worried. He's thinking about this narcissist. Someone that's full of themselves. It's a battle for this masculine. He's looking deeply at his marriage. Maybe a narcissist, Taurus person. Never mind. But now we're looking at up at night, stressed about a narcissist. Someone's heartbroken that maybe someone's expecting their baby now. Oh, well. Oh, well. Masculine, learn to use your intuition, man. You can't be gifting these mad women. For me, my masculine gave me, what, 3 months? He gave Genevieve, what, 12 to 5 years? Whether she's pregnant or not, good luck to them. With your demon baby. I'm not going to sit here and stop my life for no man because he wants to be with a narcissist, an entrapment, and just want to sit there. I don't think so. So now you're looking at someone's probably battling or fighting to get a divorce or a separation. Could be King of Swords. He feels like someone else in the middle. Someone trying to sabotage his communication. But how can he say that? You're married to someone, King of Swords. You're not making no sense. Someone trying to sabotage you, but you married the sabotager. Maybe you're just looking at self-sabotaging. Yourself was in the way. That's what I think. Yourself is in the way, man. Or maybe the Emperor's fearing he's going to have a divorce with the Empress, which is a Gemini, Aquarius, Libra person. Because all his fire is pure fire and air. Communication is in fire. Someone feels wounded. But you got good boundaries, though, when it comes to communication. Maybe the King of Swords feels very defensive. And God said, everyone else is in the way. You have to idolize God only. But you lot keep putting everything in the way. Someone, people, things in place in the middle when it comes to God. You lot are sabotaging your connection, communication with God through the soul. Learn to have a date with God. You're breaking up your communication with God. You lot are acting like a narcissist. You lot acting like narcissists, man. God births you so many projects and that. And you make your life fucking challenging. You've got all the tools you need to create your own inner healing to protect the heart. The heart is the seat of the soul. No, you're up at night in bed with a narcissist. Experiencing, fighting, breaking up. That's madness. That's called struggle love. Struggle love. Maybe a Aquarius person is just healing the heart, man. I'm not into this broken down communication. It's madness. It's childish, immature people. Now you're looking at defense. Someone has to defend themselves, defending their truth. Maybe a Leo person who's got a different perspective. The mind's been illuminated. God is illuminating this masculine self for stability, security, to take control. Because someone else is in the middle. Someone's trying to sabotage this masculine. Okay, or this King of Swords has got a different perspective when it comes to going to God and back to heaven and back to earth. Because we've got two pathways that we can take. But it's how you lot treat each other, man. When you're not going on dates, here today, gone tomorrow, because you got someone else playing the games, then you go for a divorce. That's madness. Death to us apart. It's madness. Going through divorces. It's crazy. That's why, man. Marriage is not hard, you know. Marriage is not hard, baby. Some people just don't want to be married for love. They want to be married for the money. That's why marriage is hard for these people. So they're going for one reason and one reason only. Party, events, give me your money. Third person in the way. You lot are sabotaging your connection with God. You don't like to be around narcissist people. So now maybe this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, masculine is looking at his life, reflection. I'm in bed with a narcissist. I've got a baby with a narcissist, or I'm someone's expecting, you know, and maybe a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius is going to be heartbroken that the Aries masculine went and had a baby, so he better stay outside till next lifetime. We don't play that game, man. It's God's law or no law around here. Burden. Sagittarius person, he feels maybe it's a burden for him. Someone else is in the way sabotaging this King of Swords anyway. The soul of the self is coming a burnout for this King of Swords. The Emperor's eyesight in this masculine. He's thinking, what are we doing? We've got the truth, we've got the wisdom, we've got the authority, we've got the control. The Emperor's like, I'm getting ready for a date, but someone's experienced a breakup, maybe a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person. An end. They need to end fighting. Someone's ending in a divorce. Maybe this King of Swords, he was married, he's going for a divorce. Maybe he was married to a Sagittarius Leo person. He's got a different perspective that someone else is in the way, maybe. Maybe himself. Because how did you even get to marry a narcissist? Come on, masculines, man. He's looking at bully, girl, slander. He wants to end a slander. Maybe with maybe with an institution or a Taurus person. Because now you're ending. Because someone doesn't have no wisdom. Someone will have victory, but when it comes to using your highest self, you got to trust in God. And someone doesn't trust in God. You know? Someone's got their Godhead on. Maybe they feel as if the Empress is going to divorce them. I don't know how that works. I wish I could divorce Adiwali, to be honest. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Genevieve Nadia gave me 3 months and fucked off. Narcissist, little piece of shit. Leo person. Maybe someone's worried about their spiritual marriage because he's in bed with a narcissist. This Gemini, Libra, masculine person, he could be married. He's ending his marriage. But it's a big fight. Yeah, it's going for a tower moment. He built a whole foundation on a false ground. And he's thinking about his heartbreak. It was a lie. Someone was expecting a baby and it was a lie. 4 and 3 is a lie. Someone was stealing, cheating and doing the most. Maybe someone lied about a baby or expecting a baby to prolong a divorce or a separation. Because someone's very full of themselves. Yeah, it's got to hold back. Maybe from an earth sign person or Capricorn person. But maybe someone's holding back and it's a heartbreak. Maybe they want someone to have a baby, but it's a heartbreak that someone's trying to control someone's heart or control them through experience having a baby. For an entrapment. So now someone feels trapped, taking that leap of faith. Queen of Wands. She wanted the money for her world. That's what he's thinking about these projects. There's hidden feelings with a King of Cups when it comes to a battle. About friendships, he's fucking angry as shit. About this new love. Oh, so King of Swords is finding out through his intuition a Leo or Sagittarius person or Aries person. He's heartbroken because she only had a baby to hold on to his resources. And he's devastated, worried. They're fighting. I just saw the Queen of Wands. She saw this leap of faith that this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius wants to do. Or so she's done entrapment. So he won't move. She's a pushy, demanding buffoon. She wanted money, inheritance for her new world. And this is what he's thinking about. That is dread. Some women are just not nice, man. Some people are just not naturally nice. I just feel so heartbroken. I can feel it. Somebody might be experiencing a bit of an earache. Somehow I can feel an earache in my left ear suddenly. Or ringing in the right ear. Maybe someone's trying to tune into themselves. Sorry. King of Swords, married person. Married, leaving his marriage. For a Cancer person, maybe. This seems to be a broken down of communication. For someone trying to defend their resources. Because he wants to communicate, maybe a Pisces person. But he has to communicate with intuition at the moment, maybe. But he wants to talk about an illusion. Maybe this masculine's having dreams, you know, and he fears someone else getting involved with someone that he likes, a Pisces person, because he's gone through that deception. Because maybe his thoughts are instability at the moment. He fears the same thing happening again, maybe. So he feels a little bit insecure having a communication. Maybe he feels safer talking to her intuitively, but he's using his intuition now. He feels like someone's barking up the wrong tree and is blocking his pathway. I reckon he pleases people too much as well, maybe. Because he's looking at someone else. He wants to heal. Maybe that's in his thoughts. And this is also God as well, saying we have to heal. He brought a starseed down and someone came in the way. Aquarius person came down to help a burden of maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, Aries person. But it came to an end, a date. The relationship broke up and it became a battle because maybe he went and tried to marry or married secretly a Taurus person. And now they're going for a foundation fall. Why? Because he's sleeping with the devil, a narcissist person. So now I'm looking at healing, looking at spirituality. Maybe this is what this King of Swords is looking at. He's got information, maybe about an Aquarius person. So now he feels like he has to go into his own healing. That's on his thoughts. Maybe he's thinking about a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer person, a water sign person. Looking at his faith though, he wants to renew. He wants to heal a situation. Yeah, he wants to be successful in a new date with someone. Maybe the Aries person is looking at getting ready for being wined and dined. He feels like he can be very successful in accomplishing, but he has to tie one of loose ends. Maybe this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius masculine is experiencing a breakup because he's looking at the Emperor being successful, achieving in his world or something. Or he's focusing on his own Emperor energy within himself. And he's looking at fulfillment. He's sensing that belonging, that wholeness within himself. I think every time he thinks about this loving, healing, inspirational woman, secretly, it could be a water sign woman or an air sign woman. Because he keeps looking back. Because the Emperor always has the Empress in the middle of his heart. Always. Like myself. I feel like that man just stuck me in his heart. He just won't let me out. He won't let me out. Let me out. Sagittarius persons could be going for a divorce or experiencing a breakup. They were too damn promiscuous when it comes to running into people's world to get married. Maybe they done a quick thing, you know. Maybe it was just a quick thing. Because sometimes it's well, you know, and it's underneath a Taurus. You see, Taurus people, you can just suggest one thing. You have to be careful how you suggest things to Tauruses. Because once they see a bigger picture for themselves, they will go to the end until they get that shit. You got to be careful, man. And they will resist that change. Because they're fixed signs. Once they know they want something, that's it. Good or bad, they don't fucking care. And they'll take you down with them. They'll take you down with them. See, Tauruses. Some of them. Some. See, looking at confident. Someone looks like they're very confident talking to this Sagittarius person. Maybe this is Aquarius person. This masculine is very open-minded, free-spirited. But I think it was just down to shameless flirting. And maybe somebody wants to come in for a new world for shameless flirting. An Aries, Sagittarius, Leo person, maybe. But at the moment, he's heartbroken, in pain. Maybe this Libra masculine looking at his relationships, his contracts, his partnerships. He feels like he's betrayed himself by building that foundation. He brought himself difficulties and now he wants to come to calmer waters. Because he's very sad. He's up at night, unhappy, upheaval. Yeah, because Sagittarius refused to compromise. It's someone that's pushing on babies on someone, boy. Because they're stubborn, rigid person. She wants to be the last one standing. Whether he gets married to someone else, don't matter. I got that baby mother status. Go sit down, little girl. She had to go sit down, man. It was an entrapment. Oh, poor King of Swords. Oh, King of Swords. Just learn your lesson. Don't cut your heart off, though. Sagittarius is refusing to compromise. She's stubborn. She's going to prolong this divorce, man. But guess what? He said, I don't care. Leo said he's secretly happy. Leo is secretly happy. He used this intuition. He's secretly happy with an Aquarius person because he's connected to God. That's their foundation. And he's the emperor. He's happy. Secretly. Really? Oh, Leo. Oh, he's looking at messages, maybe. Good news from an Aquarius person. Letters, phone call. Well, not phone calls. Or this King of Swords looking at sending a newsman to this Sagittarius person. He's happy. He wants to feel like that childlike. He wants that fun kind of, you know. He wants it. He's got bright ideas, this King of Swords. But I don't think he wants to do it with a Sagittarius person. It could be a Sagittarius or Aries person, a fire sign woman. Doesn't want to do it. It could be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries woman. He feels like he needs to heal. That person was in the way. And secretly he knows that. It was all down to deception. This is probably why he's not communicating. He's a little bit insecure when it comes to communication. But it doesn't mean you must bring it to your next relationship, King of Swords. Learn from it. That's it. Now you understand. Oh, he's learning from it. Hey, as I said it, he's learning from it. Well done, King of Swords. Because he's quite intelligent, King of Swords, you know, when they're upright. He's planning. He's being very protective when it comes to information. He's very curious about the soul of the self as well. He wants to have fun. He's going to have fun. He's got confidence. It's hidden. Maybe from himself. He's got more confidence, you know, than he thinks. Yeah. Anyway, look at his wish. He's got more confidence than he thinks. He feels more fulfilled with maybe a Aquarius person. Or he feels inspired by maybe a Aquarius person to understand why somebody else was in the way of his fulfillment, his happiness, why his soul of the self felt very burdened, very stressed out. Now he understands he didn't have any good boundaries. So that means the soul of the self didn't have much like strength and ambition to move forward into making decisions to work on his own inner healing. Because now he understands somebody was in the way purposely and it was a Sagittarius person. Maybe that's his mother of his children or a child, but she's refusing to compromise. Why? She wants that baby, babe. She wants to be in your life forever. I'll just send that picture to his granddad. Come back to me when you're 18, bro. Yeah, Emperor. Maybe looking at an Emperor's wish fulfillment, a Leo person now. Looking at releasing and realizing his dreams. He's very happy, this King of Swords. Or happy to be seating with God. This Emperor. He's got his God head on. Looking at abundance, looking at prosperity, his achievements. So this masculine is very confident. And very secure. There's a masculine, maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, or a King of Swords, or two different people feel very, very fulfilled. They feel very grounded, more secure. They're looking like, maybe they're looking at success when it comes to achievements. They feel more of a wholeness. They feel more sense of belonging. Somebody feels like they want to come in very energetic, maybe to Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person. Someone feels like they're very excited, fearless. Yeah, you better have his armor on if that's about me. You better have your armor on, Leo. Yes, you got your foresight. You better have your armor on because you are in big trouble, bro. I don't care what you say. You can come with a nice, biggest, sweet smile. Just don't be too blunt. He is so sexy when he's blunt. Am I going off with the fairies, am I? Let me come back to the reading. Okay, so you're looking at a mature, grounded masculine. He's watering the seed of self because the water of the soul needs to be watered. So now they feel more fulfilled in their 9 of cups. Now your wish fulfillment will come true. Why? Because you're using your intuition. Using your intuition. So now when someone realizes that Sagittarius person He's realized the battle is, they're just broken. When it comes to emotions, it's too immature. It's upside down, King of Cups. Or maybe he's got a child with this person, a water sign child, or he wants to go forward to a water sign person. But they could have a child together, you know, this Sagittarius person. Could be a boy, maybe. Could be a boy, maybe. Rotted. Could have about 4 picnic, 3 picnic. Some of you. That's a heavy burden, man. Heavy burden. For someone that was an entrapment. Children are still a blessing, but boy, it depends what mother it's coming from, man. I don't care what anyone says. They're the oven. How are you baking your children's? From your apple, from your 2 apples and your sausage and a banana skin. Going into half an apple. Yeah, just turn the oven knob, that half an apple. Let me behave. Someone wants to move forward, but they're stressed about it. Moving forward, moving on. He's moving on. I don't care, man. I'm moving on. Someone else is what? Someone is too full of it. Yeah, he said, I'm moving on, man. They're too full of themselves. Or maybe a water sign person is thinking, no, air sign person, yeah, is thinking Pisces, Scorpio person thinks. I mustn't laugh. He's a narcissist. He's going to be, no, I'm not going to prove I'm not. He's rejoining the world, though, which is a good thing. He's going to have success, recognition. He's going into maybe a famous person. He's going into healing, though. He has to forgive himself. And he's doing that. He's rejoining the world. Because now he understands communication. Maybe someone compromises communication when it comes to intuition. But he's looking at deception when it comes to communication. And he's healing that heart moving forward. Maybe a King of Wands is heartbroken. Because maybe he's looking at someone who's expecting. And he's making that decision to go in a healing. Or maybe he wants an air sign to expect his babies. But he's holding on to his properties. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. He's now looking at Aquarius problem. And Leo said trouble's coming out of the frying pan, but he went back into the into some lack of progress. Yeah, you better have your armor on. Aquarius person's not happy with a Leo boy. He better be prepared. He better have his mum on speed dial. Or his probation officer, Saturn. Genevieve Nunez, his probation officer is warden. Oh gosh, I'll be speaking of the devil. There we go. He feels more fulfilled, this masculine, King of Swords. It was a burden making investments to maybe a Sagittarius or a Taurus person. But he's looking at his hard work paying off. When he starts on himself and he understands his dynamic. Because remember, this is Earth school, you know. He has to just understand so he can reconnect to himself. He feels very much fulfilled now. Yeah, maybe someone's looking at an Aquarius person. But his King of Swords feels like when it comes to security and making investments, maybe with a King of Pentacles or a Taurus feminine, they were hasty. And they feel like this person's got wasted talent. Wasted. And potentials of babies for this one. When it comes to babies or birthing projects, infertility. So now we're looking at transformation, transitioning into being more secure, to make an investment for your fulfillment by using the intuition. So now he's ending it with a Queen of Wands. King of Wands has found his counterpart. He feels more secure, fulfilled. He wants to make an investment. He's very happy with Aquarius person, but he knows trouble's coming. King of Swords, he feels fulfilled. It was a burden him making an investment, maybe with a Taurus person or a Queen of Wands. He wants to put that to an end. He feels she's too damn childish. Maybe she's done that spiking thing as well, so she needs to go down for SA. Bad news for a Taurus and a Queen of Wands. Taurus, 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 Queen of Wands. When it comes to her stability, that's coming to an end. Broken dreams, man. Or maybe she waited around to be married. Maybe she was the waiting woman And he said, no, not doing that. For some of you, he said, no way. You can breed as much as you like. I ain't marrying you. Maybe you had a thoughts of doing it, but no, he's not doing it. Maybe King of Wands looking at his counterpart now. He's looking at maybe a Taurus person, just a childish buffoon. He said the women are too pushy, demanding, overbearing, self-righteous, busybody, bully people. And it's all about security and making investments. I think these people think they're bigger than their work, bigger than their family, bigger than their own boots. But they act like their shoe size and less. You understand? Right. He wants to go forward, maybe have a creative idea with a romantic proposal. And this Queen of Wands is looking at this ending. And she's going to be battling this person, because she's going to experience a breakup. But someone's looking at a creative idea. A Taurus person. She's fucking childish. She's done sexual abuse, man. This is why this creative expression is going down. We have a water sign person. That's going down. That's a Tower moment. They've got to move forward. Yeah, with a Cancer person. Seizing that opportunity. Maybe that King of Wands feels like seizing opportunity by holding back his resources. Seizing opportunity, letting go of regret and ending stagnation. Motivation, moving forward. He's looking at visions. Energetic person. Maybe heartbroken. We're looking at being more optimistic, more confident when it comes to moving forward. He's probably a funny, charismatic person. He's got a way of his words as well. Maybe a fearless, masculine, a free thinker. He feels motivated, even though he's got heartbreak, by holding on to resources or holding on to an earth sign person. Maybe he's not single right now, but he's looking at a lack of independence. Why? Because he likes his earth sign person, and it's just he's worth fighting for. Go on then. Go on then. And she feels like water sign masculine is worth fighting for as well. So you don't know, a long battle. King of Wands. He's got the strength. He's got his inner strength. You know, he's got a broken heart. And that he refused to compromise with someone that's saying maybe they're expecting a baby or something. Maybe a Sagittarius person or a Libra person. Libra person, they're just so fucking full of themselves, man. A narcissist person, heartbreaker, needs to be left alone. He's looking at depression, insecure person. He's looking at his grief and his brief for sorrows of tomorrow. Upset mentally. Mentally is disordered. Confusion, needs to be an alienation. He could be with someone that's a Scorpio person or Pisces person. All bloody upside down. But a masculine King of Wands, the Emperor, is looking at his own inner strength. Holding back resources to bring in security and groundship. He's overcoming self-doubt and is focusing on being a very good influencer. A brave person is the Lion. And maybe he feels like he's in a bloody boring job, overspending, with debt, unqualified people. Unqualified people. So he's looking at an honest, truthful, candid person, an Aquarius. Yeah. But no, she's angry with him. He brings imbalance, self-indulgence, access clashing, lack of perspective, discord. And in front of me, all you showed me was repeating the same fucking fuckery. Overspending on your dirty earth sign person, and now because you like to say I'm busy, I'm at work, I'm busy, now your blood clots in debt. Why? Because you hired unqualified people, underqualified, man. So now someone's looking at recklessness because they went to the devil. So now maybe a Leo person wants to compromise in a conflict because he's clashing with the Queen of Swords. Never mind. Unhappy family, imbalance. Upside down angels, lack of perspective. With a Scorpio person, inability to move forward. Because why? His structure's shit. And an earth sign person, you're just a lack. And then you're learning, but you ain't learning. You're disconnecting yourself. Imagine an earth sign person's learning, but still lacks independence, lacks stability, lacks security, lacks, because she's reckless when it comes to spending. She's learning, but guess what? Still repeating the same damn madness. Oh gosh, these people are just comical, I tell you. These karmics don't have to behave themselves. All right, remember, walk in love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.